I don't ever slow up. I don't ever slow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kenneth Pierre in the building. Kenneth, can you hear that music in the background, man? Let's go. All right, bet. Yeah, okay. Finna get started. Trying to find some intro music. All right, man. Let's go.
Belt down on his.
I should have put this on the other side. All right, man. L Boogie Reacts in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, man. I want to sing one of my songs. Hit me up at lboogie3x@gmail.com. lboogie3x@gmail.com. LBOOGIE 3 letter X @gmail.com. All right. Corey Holcomb has a problem with Poetik Flakko. That's what we in here talking about today, people. Let me make sure everything is kosher. Yes, sir. I think it is, man. I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
I'm a good nigga.
I think I'm good. Okay. I think I am good. Shout out to everybody that continues to support the channel. It's your boy L Boogie Reacts, man. L Boogie Reacts on all social media platforms. Make sure that y'all tap in. I just wanted to come over here and basically, give my 2 cents on what I've seen recently. There's other things to be talking about on the internet, but other people got that right now. We gonna talk about this because we want to talk about it. We have the right to talk about what we want to talk about over here. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Going to get started. Poetik Flakko basically makes a video talking about Corey Holcomb attempting to dox him. And he's also, it sounds like Corey Holcomb wants to smoke with Poetik Flakko. As we get into this content, I'm going to speak on what I've heard and, you know, basically how I would approach a situation like this with a guy like Poetik Flakko. Poetik Flakko isn't going to be someone easy to get rid of, if that makes sense. Like, Poetik Flakko has a pretty hefty following currently. He's making hell of his views are up. You know, I think that this all stems from Poetik Flakko saying that Corey Holcomb's numbers were going down. And so Corey Holcomb made a statement. He's going to give you everything in this video, which is the reason we're reacting to this one. All right. So make sure y'all, you know, stay tuned for more content. Let's go ahead and get into it. This one's pretty interesting, man. I think that it's currently in what's going on YouTube. This has become like YouTube culture, right? This is like the only thing that I've recognized, like, when it comes to how black men interact with each other on the internet, man. I don't think that there's no other way to solve this. All right. We seen recently what happened with Suge and Kenyon Martin, right? So that was like a moment where Kenyon Martin was able to approach the guy that had been talking shit about him on the internet. They said it was some old crap, but, you know, he wanted to go ahead and get it off his chest at that current moment. But I think that what we will learn is that this is just YouTube culture, man. This is just how we get down. I ain't even gonna say we, but this is just how men interact with each other. Appreciate that, Kenneth Pierre. This is just how the men be getting down with each other, man. Make sure y'all share the content, and we're gonna get into it. Let's go.
Show and threatened to sue me over my last YouTube. It has came to my attention that Mr. Corey Holcomb had an absolute meltdown on his show and threatened to sue me over my last YouTube video about him. The last Corey Holcomb video I dropped must have been a classic because Corey Holcomb is absolutely spiraling over that video. The reason why people love these videos and why they're so good is because
Flakko is a person that a lot, like, it's a very how can I say, it's an acquired taste of media, right? But what he has done is made a successful YouTube career out of talking about celebrities, right? So he does celebrity, hip hop, gossip, beef, whatever you want to call it. Not knocking him for that, honestly. I think that in some form or fashion, we all kind of do the same thing when it comes to YouTube reactions or YouTube journalism or, you know, entertainment. I'm not going to say that Flakko's the type of guy that I would ever interact with on like a daily thing or nothing like that. Like, you know, he wouldn't be like on no shit like that. But I do understand what he's attempting to do with his channel. And he has a very successful YouTube channel, okay? That is the reason why Corey Holcomb wants to smoke with Poetik Flakko. You got to understand that. You got to understand the reason Corey Holcomb is responding. It isn't because he's just some fly-by YouTuber. This guy knows how to make content, okay? Let's keep going. Yeah, I think that these guys are just fucking YouTube characters, man. As far as the content, this is going to be content that everybody's aware of. If you watch 5150, you know, basically the reason Corey Holcomb is offended is because he's telling people he's telling people that Corey Holcomb's channel is dying. And Corey Holcomb is on some shit like, well, look, I don't think you shouldn't have the wherewithal or the know-how to even be able to interact with a guy like me. In any other time or of the, you know, the year, the day, the month, you wouldn't be able to do this to me. Okay? So he feels as if he's untouchable. That's where I have an issue with Corey Holcomb in regards to how he's approaching it. It's like you'd have more if you know that you're in a situation where looking at a person like Poetik Flakko, you saying that he's a guy that doesn't deserve to be in Hollywood, then you should. I mean, let's keep going. I'll break it down as we keep going. It's kind of crazy. All right, let's just go, man. Come on.
Just reacting to Corey Holcomb's own words. And if his words are defamation, then he needs to sue himself, not me. The videos are destroying Corey Holcomb's psyche and his confidence. And we know this because Corey Holcomb is making changes and reacting in real time during his podcast to these videos. In my last videos, or in one of the last videos, I mentioned how Corey Holcomb numbers are plummeting, how he used to do 300,000, 280,000 views per episode, and now he's doing like 120, 140, 150. But me mentioning that Corey Holcomb views were plummeting affected him so much that the first thing he did on his episode this week was have a view check.
Once again, 5150 crew. Hey, how many likes did that video get last week we did? The 5150 show.
Okay. So this is the first thing that we're going to look at and attempt to, just go over basically. Let's pull up 5150 show. Let's look at his numbers, man. This is some bullshit, man. I think that what we'll learn is pop quiz. Facts, man. This is what we'll learn about what's taking place in our communities and on YouTube. All right. We're now criticizing men and former, other content creators of how irrelevant their content is. People do it with me all the time, right? They find these ways to make you sound irrelevant, okay? Which is the reason in this situation I'm going to have to side with Flakko. All right? I'm siding with Flakko because Corey Holcomb basically sounds hypocritical in his approach to Poetik Flakko. He feels as if there's no room for a person like Poetik Flakko. And he's attaching him to all of these allegations of being a homosexual man. Okay, that's where I have to take a step back and say, "Hey, bro, look, if you really look at it, Corey, you got him. You got him. You're doing numbers. You said you go live every Tuesday, I believe, right? When you do your videos, you're getting dope numbers, bro. We're looking at the numbers. They're right here, okay? So his last one he did 2 days ago, it's at 120K. And he's live. So after he goes live, he's probably publishing like 7K views, right? I mean 70K, excuse me. So I'm assuming like he gets like 50 while he's live, and then after he goes live, he get like an extra 70 to 100K. Sometimes before I've seen where he was getting like what Poetik Flakko said. So 392, 384, 238, 214. This is all within the past month. And that's when him and Anton was getting into it. This all stems from him and Anton. I don't know if Anton and Flakko on some cool shit, but I've seen Flakko criticize Anton as well, if I'm not mistaken. I might be incorrect. That might be the wrong creator, but I mean, there's validity in what Flakko is saying. And the reason he's saying it, the whole reason Flakko is saying it is based on what the allegations were that were said about Corey Holcomb, about him making mentions of having kids with younger women, things like that, okay? He is a comic. So the shit that comes out of his mouth, it would obviously be, in the light of the moment as a comedian. But some people are going to take that, they're going to break it down, analyze it, and they're going to say, hey, bro, you can't say shit like this and not expect people to analyze what you're saying in a negative fashion. All right, let's keep going.
Look it up and let me know. Because they say the show dying.
Hell no. I don't even pay them no attention.
The show dying, y'all. How many likes did it get? Do anybody know? I'm talking about how many likes did it get when we, for the week so far? It's been a week.
I think Corey just got to stop with the fucking trying to prove niggas wrong, man. I think that's where you lose the I think that's where you'll lose the conversation, man. I'm not taking Poetic side. I'm not taking your side. If you got the larger platform, bro, you just gotta find a more creative way to get back to what you do, and that's comedy. But the fact that some things were said and he pointed it out, you have to find a way to interact with that shit and just keep it moving. Keep it moving, man. You can't let that shit hold you back, bro. That's just my opinion.
How many people watch the show? 150,000. Is that 150,000? Yes, sir. I thought it was more than that, but okay, 150,000. So we gotta get better as a show. It's only 150,000 people.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
You know, some people get a feel just on being acknowledged. They feel like they winning.
Yeah, because people will watch. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
People will watch a big sissy be sassy on the internet and talk crazy to a man.
Corey, it brings me no pleasure telling you this, but
That's where it's like that's the YouTube culture part right there. Every time you go into it with a beef with a guy, you about to call him a bitch, a hoe, a fag, a F-bomb, or he's slow, you know, or he has he's challenged, you know what I mean? It's like that's the first thing we go to, like, damn, like, shit. It's like that's the only thing we know how to do when it comes to interacting with each other, right? And I think this is what people were referring to when it came to him and Anton Daniels, right? Because Anton might have been hitting him with some cold facts, and he went right into the ass kissing portion of the beef part that they had. And it's like, bro, you gotta find another way to challenge these men, man. And you said you for the black community, and Anton wasn't. Now people are challenging your character, man. People are now speculating on who you are.
But over the last week or two, your reputation has been destroyed and ruined by yourself beyond repair. Like, the minute this came out of your mouth, the world stopped considering you a man and started considering you a effing weirdo.
Hey, you don't have to be no 18. I think it was 13, maybe 14.
Yeah.
That's a grunt. The vagina been on this planet 14 years.
14 whole year? Yeah, 14
Damn.
years is still young. Like, what are you saying right now, man?
I've said this before on the show also. Do you know if a woman 16 years old gives you a baby, that is going to be 16, 17, 18, 19. That is going to be one of the healthiest babies possible.
All right. So I think people want clarity on that right there. This is what people want clarity on. Are you talking about a man of your age, or are you talking about a man of that age having children with a woman that age? Are you saying, hey, you all should get it out the way at this age? Or are you saying that a grown adult man can have a child with a woman, a girl that age? I think that's where people are offended. And so to challenge them once they basically have a legitimate question on that, it's like, come on, man, you can't. There it is, right? That's a bad look, man. Can't you? I mean, you're not gonna sit up here and say, hey, if an adult man his age 30, 40, 50 years old and say, hey, man, you know what? I think the best time to have a child with a woman is 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. Every man isn't going to agree with you on that, bro. And you just got to say, nah, I mean, you don't have to say anything. But people are going to, at that point, they're going to want to know what the hell is he talking about. Right? I mean, shit. At that point, if a man told me that, like, with my daughter, I'm going to say hell to the no. Not no grown-ass man, even though we know it takes place. So maybe that's what he's referring to as well, right? But just say you're referring to things that you've heard before. You can't say that you would do something like that. Because people are going to be like, hell no, bro. You too old, bro. What in the hell is you talking about? they're gonna want to challenge you at that point. I'm just updating my tags, y'all. Just updating my tags. All right, let's keep going.
Which, by the way, goes without saying, it was just a lie. But Corey Holcomb don't care about the facts. Teen pregnancy is a high-risk pregnancy. It's not the healthiest baby you'll have. But Corey Holcomb don't like and think we're lame and weird for talking about his numbers. But as far as I'm concerned, that's just us giving Corey Holcomb his own medicine. So
I think, yeah, and I think that once people heard that, they probably did back away from it a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what he could have possibly said. Maybe people were expecting him to get to back to roasting or being a comic. Maybe people wanted to hear more comedy. Maybe this isn't the setting for that. Maybe 5150 Show doesn't have to do comedy, you know what I mean, to get a crowd. Maybe he's just, you know, speaking intellectually, speaking from a journalistic standpoint. But once people go back and they say, hey, look at what he said before. This is crazy. I mean, at that point, man, you got to find you have to find some intellectual way to explain what you said, basically. Not turn on the man and say, hey, bro, you're the backdoorian and all of that shit. That people are going to say, oh, bro, hell no, bro, you brushing that shit off.
So Corey Holcomb don't like us pointing out how his numbers are falling drastically, how his numbers have fallen dramatically from like 300,000 views to 150 now. He don't like that, but he can come on his show and make fun of the small content creators on YouTube doing 92 views. That's okay, but us pointing out how your numbers has fallen is not.
I just don't understand.
Hey, I'm one of them, right? Once again, people will see you doing content and they'll legitimately have an issue with you catching a small crowd. Now, if you catch a large crowd, they think you should be. But a lot of people don't even know how to use the science to get their YouTube rolling. So that's why their videos might not even get the views that they should get. So people will criticize you. They'll say, hey, you ain't got it. You shouldn't even be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, people do that shit, bro. They will criticize the shit out of you, right? Like, you know, even like with the format that I'm conducting right now with this video, okay? We got 2 people watching. We're at 8 views. If a person like him sees this video, they're going to say, bro, why are you making content? It's like, bro, they don't never want you to get in the door. They never want you to have a platform. They think just because they found a way to get into their system, and he mentioned Hollywood. As much as I've heard Corey talk about Hollywood, I would never expect him to say, hey, you're a failed Hollywood journalist. I would be like, what? Like, bro, I thought you was against Hollywood. What the that don't even make sense.
Understand how
y'all got to start from somewhere.
Attention. There are some people who would not have no attention. The 92 people who watch their video gives them the drive to keep talking because somebody's listening.
You go out of your way to talk down to these people and call them losers.
Nobody's listening. No. Someone's listening to those fellas.
Make fun of how many views they get, but when I do it to you, all of a sudden it's weird. You see how Corey Holcomb don't like his own medicine? And that's why it's kind of hard to even go back and forth with Corey Holcomb, because Corey Holcomb, like, he lacks a foundation for his moral compass. So it's hard to argue with somebody who don't have a moral base, right? He don't have a foundation for his beliefs. So instead, we'll just make fun of him, right? Because there's nothing worth talking to Corey about. Having somebody make fun of you don't feel good. It's not a good feeling. But unfortunately for Corey, that's my constitutional right. I can make fun of you. I could say whatever I want to say. And there's not a legal threat out here, Corey, that you could use to scare me out of making these videos about you and reacting to your own words. But Corey Holcomb is apparently trying or attempting to intimidate me with legal threats as if I'm like a little boy or something.
It's just shit.
Man, what's up? 5150, the most hated on show by the Backdoria mob ever. They have assembled. But we are 5150 Show. We are proud to be hated on by all of the I ain't gonna never make it big time bloggers, the Backdoria guys that's been sent after me. Let me tell y'all something, man. There's a lot of y'all people new. I'm not gonna go back and forth with.
Now, see, man, that's why, and you have to be careful of certain things you say on your platforms, man. I do feel wholeheartedly, because you just never know, man. People are very finicky about things that you say. They might hear you say some shit like that and stop watching just because you said it. And you know, yes, if you have your core audience, then you should do well, right? But sometimes we don't get that, you know. Mainly 40s to the 60s and up, I rock with them, but I agree you should have just got back to roasting. A lot of people feel that way, Kenneth. And I think that's and you got to be careful of who you choose as your opponents, man. Especially if you give them some light. You said you weren't going to get this man Flacco no light. Any bit of light he get, he going to find a way to crack the window completely open on you. I think that's what Flacco's good at. He's done it numerous times before, okay? Everybody and a majority of the people that I speak to from our community, they say they don't like Flacco. But somebody's watching Flacco. And then some people appreciate when he says shit like this because it gives them hope for their accounts. So you just got to be mindful, man. You have to be just be great, right? I don't have to tell you what to be. I don't have to tell you who to be, none of that. But I think we sometimes get caught up in this Hollywood persona to where now he's on this pedestal, and so anything below him, per se, or people that don't have as much following as him, then they're unworthy, right?
The big sissy. Y'all, if that turn you on, if that make you feel like, oh, let the big sissy say what they gonna say. I know the big sissy is banned from Hollywood. I know that much. Talking shit in the safety of where you at. That's why I sent the cease and desist, so I know where you at. This is chess. This is not checkers. We got to know where you at. You know what I'm saying? You know I know where you at because you got that cease and desist. But anyway, big sissy, good luck to you with all your hate on the show, all you guys.
Y'all don't understand how mad I was, how pissed off I was, how angry I was when I checked my email and seen no cease and desist, and I checked my mailbox and seen no cease and desist. So it looks like Corey Holcomb may have sent the cease and desist to the wrong address that he probably just found online somewhere, as if when I became a public figure, I still included my residential address on my ID. No, I don't, buddy, all right? So my address is not online, right, because it's not on my ID. Right? I'm not stupid enough to do that. But I was pissed off, bro, because I'm like, bruh, I missed an opportunity to get like 200,000 views easily, man. Do you understand if Corey Holcomb would have not been incompetent and actually mailed me that cease and desist to my address? Do you understand? Do you understand the amount of kikiing and act of fooling we would have done on this channel? I would have read that cease and desist to you guys, man, in full. We would have had a ball, man. We would have had a blast with that cease and desist. But he didn't send it. Or if he did send it, he sent it to the wrong address. So, Corey, my email address is poetik@flaccollc.com, all right? Or hit up Craig, all right? I reached out to Craig and let Craig know, hey, tell Corey I will give him my address for him to send it to it if he wants the address. Well, you can just email it, right? Or I'm going to hit up a mutual. I'm going to hit up Macca, right? And then Macca can give you the address to send a cease and desist to, Corey. Corey, please send the cease and desist. I want the cease and desist because the cease and desist will clarify a lot of things for us. Corey says that we've been lying on him. Well,
once again, they said he's been lying on him. That's another thing, right? Like, people are going to assume. Let me create this. Let me create this other. Let's see here. 1 second, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. And I think he's been saying that about a lot of people too, right? Like, oh, they're lying on me. They're lying on me. They're calling me a PDF. People aren't calling you anything, bro. They're going off of what you said on your channel. They went back. They found what they needed, which is what a lot of people do. They get the content, and then they play it back to people, and they say, oh, look at this guy. He's out here talking like this. In this day and age, with all of the other stuff that's going on, all the the Diddy, the E-Files, all of that shit. Oh no, right? So people hear that and they like, nah, man, that's crazy. Okay. To hear you say something like that, it's almost like creating relevant content, relevant topics. It's currently relevant. And so based on the relevancy of what's taking place, then have at it. We have to make sure that people see this because of the relevancy of it. Okay? It's relevant. All right, 1 second. We're almost. One-on-one. Give me that one. The hell? Oh. Yeah, it's relevant, man. So people definitely gonna have something to say about it. And once again, your core audience, they might hear it and they might say, man, they out to get you. Other people, they might not be on that. They might be on something completely different. They might say, hell no. We don't appreciate him speaking like that about young girls. It was other clips too. Like there were other clips that they put out about Corey. It was like a compilation of clips where they're talking about Corey Holcomb and you know what he was saying on his channel, and then they looked at his the cast on his channel on his show, and they're like, why aren't y'all saying anything about this? Like, why don't you all have anything to say about the things that you hear coming out of his mouth? They say, hey man, everybody doesn't have to agree with it, right? But it's like, some people, you know. All right, let's keep going.
In a cease and desist, you would have to list out what the lies that we've been saying are. That's what I was curious, because as far as I know, I've been well within the legal grounds in how I discuss you. And because I haven't gotten a cease and desist, I don't know what the quote-unquote lies are. But send a cease and desist. Corey, just email it. Emailing a cease and desist is still legal. Send it.
I think that's another thing. You might not even know the community guidelines of YouTube because he's sending these cease and desist and he's continuing to speak about the guy. All Flakko's gonna do is turn around and say, hey, this guy talks about me as well. Okay, I've seen it many a times on YouTube. The beef culture is like at an all-time high on YouTube. There's plenty of cases I can point to currently. Not cases, but situations, issues that people have on YouTube. And just because of those two responding or going at each other, nothing would come out of it except just good content or horrible content. But they continue to, like, you know, just keep doing it. So Corey, I think, doesn't understand that. I think he doesn't understand that if you're talking shit about, if you continue to talk shit about this guy, then people are going to find then the system will automatically just throw that case out, man. So you just do your research on that. We all got to do our research on what's going on when it comes to these types of things. If you're a content creator, who can go against who can say what, and you know.
Man, oh, don't threaten me with a good time, man. Now, it looks like Corey Holcomb has been talking to some LA busters and dweebs and marks that I done marked out, right? Because any LA dude telling you, Corey, that I'm hiding from LA, that I was just in LA. I did the podcast with T-Rell in LA like last week. So I was just in LA, all right? Like, sure, like I'm back and forth to LA often. But it looks like Corey Holcomb was probably hit up, right, by some LA dweebs and busters who don't like me already, telling him, oh, yeah, listen, man, he's not in LA. He left, bro. He left because he hiding. Bro, ain't nobody hiding from nobody in LA, bro. Who am I hiding from in LA? Corey Holcomb? Who? Like, who? It makes no sense whatsoever, bro. Now, Corey Holcomb.
But why, shit. At this point in your career, bro, you should not be threatening to get people sent to that man, bro. That just don't look too good, man. Come on, bro. I mean, like, where is the leadership? Where is the things that have been put on display for you to give back to the youth. What are we telling the youth when we do these types of things, man? I've even had to check myself about things I've done and said on YouTube. It doesn't look good, okay? People are going to see that, and then they're going to want to get, they might want to interact with that. Especially from what I hear about LA. I've heard that, yes, they're acting out in that manner. So, let's keep going.
Is saying like, oh, he's trying to find me.
Devon Watts.
Cease and desist, so
What up, man?
So I know that he knows where I'm at, Corey. First of all, I didn't get a cease and desist. But secondly, yo, you don't gotta work that hard. I will give you the address. If you want to pull up, you can pull up, Corey. I'm giving you permission. You could come to my front door, Corey. You could come to my front door, all right, if you want to, Corey. I don't think you understand. This ain't LA. This is North Dakota, homie. Like, hey, man. Yo, it's an even playing field, homie. It's an even playing field. There ain't no license needed, ain't no rights needed. It's open carry, homie. So no, I'm not terrified of you knowing my address or you and your goons pull up, bruh. Cause that was the next strategy, right? Like him and Craig.
Hey, Poetik Flakko said, nigga, I ain't in LA. Out here, man, I can walk around with my shit on my hip, just look at my guns, it's huge. Look at them. Like oh man, my boy done grew up here. See, man, hey, that's why I say, man, everybody ain't gonna be scared of that of those tricks and trades that people used to pull, man. Some people be ready for that shit now, and they understand. As far as him being in LA doing that, I mean, I don't know how he get down on what he would be doing in LA. But Flakko say, man, he's accepting all challenges. He said he done marked niggas out in LA and everything. He said he is not worried about these fools, man. I think once again, man, you gotta just learn the culture of YouTube, and I'm pretty sure Corey been on here for a while, but man, shit, he said he ain't worried about that, man. He ready for all the smoke, man. Let's keep going.
Was talking about how dudes been hitting them up, letting them know if they need to handle something and how the goons gonna come. I said, man, listen, man, I'm not scared or terrified of the geriatric goons who are gonna slide
What's up,
the 60-year-old
Phoenix?
Corey Holcomb. Okay, I'm safe.
Consequences is going to be the consequences. You just can't play victim when it's your time to get the attention that you've been asking for. Because look, we both get calls from that say shit like, "Hey man, let me handle that for you."
The only consequence.
Oh man, that shit, wow, Craig. Come on, Craig. Y'all gotta stop this shit, man. Now that sound like some young nigga shit there, boy. That sound like that young nigga shit. We gotta stop doing this, man. And like I said, this is just YouTube at its finest right now. This is what YouTube consists of. It's like everywhere you go, it's the same old scenario. When they come to someone criticizing your content or your character, it's like they immediately want to, hey man, I can get somebody to pull up on you. Oh my God, bro, you just lost the battle, bro. Cause I mean, what do y'all think it would happen if you do pull up on them and get the best of them? He's already admitted he's calling the police. So if either he's on his open carry shit or he's on some, hey man, I'm about to call the police, they got the best of me. I mean, at this point, you should know that. So, and then threatening people on the internet, man, like, or just, even saying shit like that. Like, hey, I done already got some phone calls about some guys that would put in some work for me. Like, that's how we getting down now, man. That's how we, this bravado, this ego, this pride, it's getting to all of us in the same way. You said Chuck Norris is dead. Let's look that up. Let's see. I know people do say stuff like this, but let's look real fast. Chuck Norris is I used to watch Chuck Norris a lot. Oh man, he did. He did pass, man. R.I.P. to Chuck Norris, yo. R.I.P. to Chuck Norris, man. Damn, that's messed up. Well, not messed up, because that man had a hell of a life. Let's see. Says, it is with heavy hearts that our family shares the sudden passing of our beloved Chuck Norris yesterday morning. While we would like to keep the circumstances private, please know that he was surrounded by his family and was at peace. To the world, he was a martial artist, actor, and a symbol of strength. To us, he was a devoted husband, a loving father and grandfather, an incredible brother, and the heart of our family. He lived his life with faith, purpose, and unwavering commitment to the people he loved. Through his work, discipline, and kindness, he inspired millions around the world and left a lasting impact on so many lives. While our hearts are broken, we are deeply grateful for the life he lived and for the unforgettable moments we were blessed to share with him. The love and support he received from fans around the world meant so much to him, and our family is truly thankful for it. To him, you were not just fans, you were his friends. We know many of you had heard about this recent hospitalization, and we are truly grateful for the prayers and support you sent his way. As we grieve this loss, we kindly ask for privacy for our family during this time. Thank you for loving him with us, the Norris family. Moment of silence for Chuck Norris. All right, R.I.P., man. Gone but not forgotten. Shout out to Chuck Norris and the Norris family. Yeah, man, Chuck Norris was dope, yo. My grandmother had me watching, what was the name of his show that he was extremely famous for? Walker, Texas Ranger. I watched the hell out of some Walker, Texas Rangers. So shout out to Chuck Norris's contributions to Hollywood and, acting and martial arts. Shout out to him.
Consequences that's gonna come from making more videos about Corey Holcomb is probably, I don't know, a sore throat, Paul. No. Oh, pause, man. Not a sore throat. A sore throat from talking too much, because the way I be articulating, man, I'll be articulating, man. I'll be talking, man. That's why. Right? No backdoor activities. Pause, man. But that's the only consequence, man. Like, nothing else. I'm not terrified at all. But Corey does his best to try to put fear in me during this episode, man. Watch how he throws out hints as to where I am when, me being in North Dakota is not a secret, Corey. Everybody knows I'm in North Dakota.
So let me ask you this, Craig. When you watch people speak on a subject that you might speak about,
right,
or that the next person might speak about, and then at the end they say, so what do you think about this? Isn't that like a sellout way of talking shit about somebody? Because why are you asking everybody what do they think about this? What do you think about this should be the question as you make commentary on somebody.
A lot of y'all probably didn't catch that.
Corey said, man, it's his way or no way. I don't think that this will never change at this point. I think that people will forever in a day make this type of content. They're not going to change that. It's like they'll talk shit, and then when it's their time to get shit talked back about them, they're going to find a very particular way of saying, hey, you don't get to say that, okay? Leave that for the people that are in Hollywood, okay? That's also what YouTube has become too. And a lot of people don't reference that a lot, but they really only want the entertainers now. They want the people that's assigned to some agency. They want the people that have been, tailored to make certain type of content. Nothing in this world is free. So not even making content on your platform, you're provided a guideline for a reason. All right. So with that being said, Corey's looking at it from that same standpoint. if you're not of Hollywood, then you don't get to make content about Hollywood comedians, actors, musicians, artists, okay? Yeah, and they will make their attempts to trick you out your positions, man. They really will, bro. Like, if you're not of that cloth, then you don't have any, you shouldn't be doing what you're doing, basically. That's like gatekeeping at its finest. You're not allowed to go at anybody of Hollywood. That's all I hear when I hear these people speaking, is that your shit isn't good enough. Leave that up to us. We're the ones who should be, tailoring the content to be the way that it is. And it's been kind of proven at this point. That's how they get down. Shit. Which makes it so sweet for a person like Poetik Flakko to just slip through the door, make his shit, pull some support away from you. You think you're doing something great and productive by talking shit about him, but he done figured out a very brilliant way to get rid of some of your support. He gonna kill you on the support tip. You keep fucking with a person like Poetik Flakko, man, that does have connections. He does get money in Hollywood. Yeah, he might get rid of some of your support at that point. You might not be able to get no support from the people that you might be trying to reel in new people. Your core supporters, they're there. I'm not referring to those people. But that new support, he might have a choke. He might have a chokehold on that, especially in hip hop and comedy at this point. Him, academics. There's a few guys that make content about these types of subjects, and they're pulling in great numbers with it. Okay, that's why Flakko is laughing at him. Okay, Flakko gets numbers.
If you watch my videos, you know at the very end, I ask people what they think. Usually the last 10 seconds. That means Corey Holcomb is watching my videos to the very end. He's my biggest fan, man. But the raging narcissist, again, this is not a diagnosis, this is my opinion, but the raging narcissist within Corey Holcomb, in my opinion, can't seem to fathom why I would want to hear from my audience, why I would want their opinion and their take on things. Because according to him, I'm the star. Why I want to hear what they have to think? No, bro, they the stars. Okay, without them, I'll be homeless. Right? It's really that simple.
Right.
There's no way I will let the world give their opinion without me giving my opinion first.
Right.
Because I'm not a coward. Even though some people, their opinion is set up to try to bring down everybody. I am a witness of, I want to use Craig for example, and you tell me the same about me.
Right.
I watch Craig's commentary on things that we talk about on this show. Craig isn't always trying to destroy somebody.
No.
That's the reason Craig isn't hiding out in a location in the Dakotas where if you come to a big city and somebody see you, don't be at you.
Right.
Contrary to Corey Holcomb's belief, I live a pretty peaceful life, man. All right. I live a pretty good life.
Yeah. So Flakko has 399,000 subscribers. And he's getting his content off daily. I think Flakko drops at least 4 videos a day. And they average around damn near 100K. I'm going to say 30, 50, 80, 100K on each video daily. 4 videos. Which means that he's pushing out more content than you are, because you're doing a show every Tuesday. Which means you're going to have to push out more content, Corey. This guy is like, he ain't letting down. He could sit right there. I could tell how he's editing his shit, which I need to start editing videos and putting them out, because the lives, they're not really pushing out lives as much as they used to anymore. I had some very dope lives at one point. Now videos is a thing again. 10-minute videos, 20-minute videos tops, sometimes 30 minutes. So it makes it easier for Flakko to win this battle, man. It really does. He might not win the war, But you heard what he said. If you would have doxed him and then put it on display, or sent out the cease and desist and put it on display for everyone to see, he said he would have made $200K off of that. 200,000 views. He would have got 200,000 views off that. And based on how they pay people to put those videos out, he could make a pretty decent amount of cash off of that. Because you get paid per 1,000 views based on how many people view the advertisements that's placed inside your videos strategically to get people to watch them and click on them, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? There's a method to the madness. Now, Corey Holcomb did enable his memberships, and his memberships was flying like off the shelf. Like he was taking off with the memberships. So shout out to both of them, man. That's why I said I don't have anything against either one of them. I really don't. At this point, I'm a content creator, so I'm just paying attention to how they make their content and how they approach it. Because you do have people that will watch it. You do have people that are going to, they're going to get involved with it. Okay.
Bro. All right. I got a house in Katy, Texas. That's a big city. Houston is near Houston. That's a big city. All right. I lived in LA. I still got my apartment in LA. All right. I've been there since 2022. I think Corey thinks like I'm in North Dakota hiding out. Bro, I was raised in North Dakota. Like, this is where I'm from, bro. Like, I was raised there. Like, this is comfort. This is home for me. So I don't know, like, what this belief is of kind of throw out the code. Bruh, I'm not terrified. I'm not scared of none of that, bruh. If you got my address, whoever is calling you, telling you they want to handle it, tell them pull up and see how that ends out for them.
Damn.
At all, man. Now, Corey will go on and claim that because of the lies.
Yeah, he did threaten Flakko, though. And then Flakko would, he would have the right to defend himself, man. And that's gonna be the fucked up part, is if Flakko get the up on one of these motherfuckers trying to play with him, man. That's gonna make people look extremely crazy. Like if Flakko get the up on you, after you done sent people to his front door and he sent them back in a See, man, that's why I say, man, it one finger pointed at, you pointing your finger, but three pointed back at yourself, man. You gotta pay attention at this point. I'm learning this shit about the internet. Like, it isn't what people think it is. It really isn't, man. I think that he has to be careful with people like Flakko, man. He say he's ready for you, Corey, or anybody that you send to his door. And then Corey's gonna make a statement about, like, if he sees this guy in public, man, this shit don't.
Being told on him. Mind you, he don't name the lies being told on him. My challenge for Corey Holcomb, just tell me one lie I've told on you. Just one lie. Name the lie I've told on you.
I'm just using her as an example because she's in the news right now. You can't go around being a dirtbag, lying on people. What? Now, if you can prove...
Lying on people. You can't go around being a dirtbag, lying on people. Come on, Corey, bro. You got to give us some jokes or something, man.
That person lied on you.
No.
There are some type of monetary gains from that.
Right.
Especially if they have anything worth standing on.
Right.
What's going on in Colorado? All right, let's get back to it.
So, I mean, it's a person who lied on me this week, and they've already been hit with the cease and desist. Because the cease and desist, once again, that's just a cease and desist is to let somebody know, hey, you're taking it too far, woo, 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 in case. It's really the step before the next step, so they can't get to court and act like they don't know. If you talk to or about a nigga and you're not in his face, that don't mean nothing to me. Craig, if you talking about a man and I know he ain't around,
Right.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, all right, man. You gotta go through the court to handle your business. And when I say handle your business, I'm talking about the same thing y'all talking about. To handle your business, you gotta go through the court. It's all, look, dude, homie, back in the day, you could just show up in somebody's door. You could sit in their dumpster and wait on them to empty trash.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
I done laid in the bushes before.
Right, I done seen it all.
Yeah.
Nowadays, even though you put the lawyer on them to find out where they at, did you hear what I just said right there?
Right.
You put the lawyer on them to find out where they at. When you find out where they at, that's already upon your way.
Right.
You find out where they at. Because now you know where they at.
Yeah.
And if you're smart, you'll avoid them. But if something ever happens where they run up on you thinking it's a joke, you have legislation at hand where that's what the cease and desist for. I told them, don't play with me like that. Because I feel like if somebody calls you a PDF, that's a challenge for death.
Yeah, that's some shit that ain't.
That ain't nothing to play with. So all I'm saying, you can hide out and be sassy on the internet, keep the camera up to hide how you built, do that. But if you ever try me in public, I've already warned you. I could take a lot, but you can't say it in my face.
No, they
you can't say that in my face. That'll jump it off.
1 minute he's not bothered about what happens on the internet. The next minute he's filing lawsuits and filing cease and desist and crying about it online. Like, sir, come on, man. All right. 1 minute, man, you can't say it in my face. You can say it in my face. Pull up if you want to pull up. But then we seen somebody say it to your face, the ultimate disrespect, and all you did was a lot of posturing and yelling. Ain't nothing jumped off.
You suck the dick with black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
See,
let me tell you something, homie.
Oh,
I don't suck.
shit.
Yeah, you do.
So fix it.
So I didn't even see Flakko went back to this clip. Shit crazy. This one gonna haunt you for a while. I think this is also getting to Corey, man. He feel like he should have just took the charge. He should have just punched Anton and got it over with. That's my opinion. I think Corey regrets not starting an altercation with that guy in the studio. He regrets not scuffling with this man. It seems as if ever since Anton did what he did, Anton knew exactly what he was doing when he did it. And he really didn't even want to do that. Corey kind of pushed him into that fucking shit, man. He pushed him right into it. And now you got Corey getting extremely out of character on all of his videos, all his live streams. He's getting out of character, and now he, you know, he don't even want to do content. He just want to, he's playing victim, you know, a little bit at this point. After all of the shit he done did and said, he's playing victim at this point.
You're doing it right now.
I don't suck.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's switch seats.
I'm with it. Homie, I don't do no. I'm a man. I don't do no.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
I tell you what. Once that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no.
Say a lot of shit. I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that case. Oh, you don't. Hey, homie, I tell you what.
Right here.
Don't put no sucking shit. Don't put no sucking shit on me.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick.
I'm right here, right now.
Listen, Corey, all right, you revealed where I'm at. I could be petty by revealing where you're at. I mean, ask Macca. I've done a lot of work in the building you're currently filming in. All right, trust me, like I know exactly where you're at.
Oh, shit. After the AD situation, he should have kept it pushing. Yeah, man. I think that Corey gonna have to wisen the fuck up a little bit when it comes to this YouTube shit, man. I'm not gonna say he wasn't wise in that moment with Anton. I ain't gonna say that, but people are gonna criticize you, man. Especially hearing what, you know, all of your previous clips and people saying, "Oh, it was just a joke." It's like, man, you can't really do the jokes with the young females, with the young girls. You can't do that. Everybody not gonna be. That joke isn't gonna fly over everyone's head. Some people are gonna take offense to that, and I think that's where you have to be a little more responsible and say, "Hey, man, I'm joking. I've never done this. I'm not that type of person." Yeah, especially in today's climate.
But it's not in my place. I'm not about to reveal your location, nor do I care to do so. But you going about this roundabout way to try to scare me is not working, bro. All right, either you're suing me or you're not. Okay, but don't waste your time. Do not waste your time thinking if you yap long enough, you will scare me. It's not happening, Corey. All right, Corey, listen, man. All right, there are anti-slap laws that exist. Okay, so whatever lawsuit you're coming will get dismissed very quickly. Okay, with the anti-slap laws. You know why? Because what have I done outside of just make fun of you? What have I done outside of play your own words? That's not me in no defamation case.
Yeah.
I don't know what you heard, brother. All right.
Yeah. Corey's not being honest about the shit that he said on his channel. He's making it seem as if somebody just created an allegation about him. He did not address the things he said about going to other countries and the age of consent for girls. He didn't address none of that. The young pregnancies, about having, healthy babies, which I agree with him with that part. I said if they're the same ages, I think yes, you will have an extremely healthy baby. I know plenty of young black women that have had children with young black men and had healthy babies. So I agree. I gave him that one. But the part about, the age of consent and all that shit in other countries, it's like, bro, you gotta keep that shit where it's at, man. Like, I don't think that one went over too well. And then you're gonna have people that just, they rock out with you, so they don't got nothing negative to say about that. They just, make sure y'all hitting the like button, man. Make sure you subbing up to the channel if you haven't already. Yeah. So I don't disagree with him on everything. There are a few things I just don't agree with when it comes to Corey. I think that if he finds that way of getting back to his core content, he'd be cool. But you can't sit there, like at this point, he's sitting there and addressing every little thing or every content creator. It's like, it's almost like the thing with Kenyon Martin. It's like people know what's.
I need money.
Yes, sir. Salute to the content. Mr. Kenneth Pierre with the $10. He says salute to the content. Appreciate that, Kenneth Pierre. Appreciate that one there, man. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Yeah, man, I think that once Corey get back to just doing his content, man, I think that people will look at it and say, nah, man, that's not who Corey is. But you're threatening people now. People saw the video with the woman. It's kind of going right back into the other portions of your character that they're challenging, man. And you just got to be mindful of that, bro. I'm not telling you to do anything, but sometimes we do have to take a step back and evaluate ourselves, man. I've done it all. I do it all the time with myself. Nobody's perfect, man. All right, especially when you're in the eyes of the world and everybody gets to criticize you, because of the things you're saying and who you are. Man, some of that shit you gotta just let go, man. Like my boy Kenneth said, bro. Like, let that shit be, man. Let it just fly by, man. But appreciate that, Kenneth, man. Appreciate the $10. We gonna get up out of here on that one, man. We done did an hour. So yeah, man. Other than that, it's your boy L Boogie Reacts. We up out of here, man. If you enjoyed the content, let me know in the comments. Make sure you share it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, hug your loved ones. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. It's never promised, people. I can almost tell you that for sure. Until next time, we up out of here, man. Salute. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. Okay. All right, I think we back up. My bad, Kenneth. My bad, bro. Hold on. Let me go back to that then. Let me check the email. We should still be live on the we should still be live. My bad. 1 second. Let me check the Gmail. You still there with me? Is it ain't gonna my man? Smoking in the party, I don't feel nobody. Let's see here. Where's my damn get me to my damn email now? Shit. Yeah, my bad, my bad. I'm looking for my email account because that's my business email. I'm trying to look for that. How the hell do you switch your account, man? Oh, yeah. Gotta give me my damn email. Shit, we're gonna play some music real quick. Hold on. Let me run some music while I find this. There we go. There we go. Damn. Sorry about that. Hopefully they ain't kick me up out of here. All right, let's see. There you go. All right, let's see what we got here, man.
Portable conversations, the radio frequency transmissions you send is so amazing. Your signal drive me crazy. I'm so conveniently available. When I hear the waves to your radio, I travel at the speed of light for you. My communication leaves traces of DNA for information. Drive me crazy, yeah. I get the alert. You hit me at work, you will hit me at church. There's no boundaries to you buzzing. There's no way of finding out how many times a day me and you touching. Yeah, pressing you uncontrollably. Your hardware always notice me, but your software be exposing me. Hands free when we speak, you taking over me. I never leave you in the car, take you in the store with me. I can't function without you, I keep you closely. You be scoring goals for me every time I go to sleep. I get a kick out of you, like a goalie. And if you fall, I'm there to catch you like a goalie. You literally played right in my hands. Certain restrictions may apply to your plans. Voice is unlimited. The attention that I'm giving it gets paid with the benefits. I lack emphasis during moments of innocence, but never deliberate. If I ever lose you, I will report you missing, or I can just have another you in a minute. Truly accommodating, but yet disposable. I find use for you notable and purposeful. We can be anywhere for this digital connection, depending on the preference of the network. Suggestion network, hit my line and call me up. You call me the plug cause I charge you up. It's not a thing I won't do for you. If I ever lose you, the necessities that I would take desperately to get through to you. Constantly I'm abusing you. I drain energy from you. I know you sick and tired of being so wanted. I'm getting sick and tired of holding you hostage everywhere I go. I just wanna take a break from you, just wanna get away from you. I need space. You seem to draw my attention after a like or a mention in the middle of business. You practice on what I'm doing, should call it religion. I be praying for that line to click so we can talk and listen. I pay less for what you cost, and to be honest, sometimes I really wanna cut you off. I should go on the fast from all this digital trash. This is not it, clowns making me laugh. Michael Jackson from the 80s, y'all making me bad. Just wanna rock like Hove, you know, fade in the black. Just wanna rock like Hove, you know, fade in the black. Power you off, I can't wait to relax. Don't call or text, please stay where you at. Don't call or text, please stay where you at. I go in airplane mode.
Nah, that motherfucker heat.
Mode. Airplane mode, yeah, mode. Come on, yeah. I just wanna cut you off. Oh yeah, mode. I just wanna cut you off, yeah.
Fire emojis for my boy Kenneth Pierre, man. That was fire right there, bro. That was dope. Shout out to you, man. You said you copyrighted. Where that's you got that on YouTube? Or did you put it out on YouTube yet? Or, you know, streaming platforms? That's dope, bro. Shout out to you. That was fire right there, bro. Salute to you, man. That was dope as hell. I like to hear it, man. You making me see. I like the my rifle. Ooh, you a ghostwriter. Ooh, or not a ghostwriter. You're a that's fire, bro. That's dope. What do you record in a studio or do you record like in the crib? Cause your reverb and all of that is just that shit was perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely tap in with you though on the back end on the email, man. I'll definitely stay in tune with you. All right, bet. Oh yeah, you solidified, bro. That was motherfucking heat right there. Yeah, man, we finna get up out of here, man. Shout out to you, Kenneth Pierre, man, and definitely make sure y'all sub up to Kenneth Pierre, man. You can drop your link in the chat real quick so that people will be able to get it next time they click on the video. Start seeing some exclusive. Word, yeah, appreciate that. Hell yeah, man. I'll definitely put it on the live. Hell to the yeah, bro. Most definitely. I appreciate that, man. That was a show for sure. Hell yeah. Yep. All right, we definitely finna get up out of here, man. It's your boy L Boogie Reacts, man. That was my boy Kenneth Pierre on the track, man. I like that. That was dope. That was dope as hell, man. All right, until next time, man. I appreciate you rocking out with me. Shout out to Phoenix Rising. Shout out to everybody else that supported the content for the day, man. Make sure y'all share it. Till next time, man. We up out of here, man. Salute.
Should call it religion. I be praying for that Atlantic click so we can talk and listen. I pay less for what you cost, and to be honest, sometimes I really want to cut you off. I should go on the fast from all this digital trash. This is not it, clowns making me laugh. Michael Jackson from the 80s, y'all making me bad. Just wanna rock like Hove, you know, fade in the black. Just wanna rock like Hove, you know, fade in the black. Power you off, I can't wait to relax. Don't call or text, please stay where you at. Don't call or text, please stay where you at. I go in airplane mode. Mode. Airplane mode. Yeah. Mode. Come on. Yeah. I just wanna cut you off. Oh yeah. Mode. I just wanna cut you off. Yeah.